What's going on, everybody? It is Deltra here, and we have a brand new Let's Play to bring in the new year. Hope everybody has a good holiday season. Today we're gonna go to Fire Emblem 12, Heroes of Light and Shadow, available only in Japan. The sequel to Fire Emblem 11 / Shadow Dragon, whatever you want to call it. This is the sequel to that. Never came out stateside, which is a shame. It's a pretty good game. Improves upon Fire Emblem 11 in just about every conceivable way. I can't honestly think of any reason that you would play 11 over this. There's a lot of interesting things, let's say, that this game brought to the table over the original release, being Fire Emblem 3, Mystery of the Emblem on the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, whatever. So why this game when I haven't played Fire Emblem 11? Well, this is just a better game, straight up. I said it before, and I'll say it again. This game it's just such a substantial improvement over the previous game, in my opinion. It carries over a lot of the same features, like the reclass system and whatnot. In addition to the obviously updated graphics, right? It's Nintendo versus Nintendo DS. Of course it's going to look better. The music, phenomenal. There's a lot of really good aspects to this game. It really just, Shadow Dragon is kind of, it's kind of, there's a lot of reasons for feeling that way, but most importantly, I just think the gameplay in this one's really good. Honestly, it's brutally hard though. Incredibly difficult, especially if you're not familiar with some of the newer things that this game brings to the table, the least of which being the My Unit creation system. Yup, that's right, this is the first game with an avatar system. Something that has been pretty hit or miss among a lot of people, especially considering Awakening and Fates. You know, I want to say that it's pretty rough in this game. It's pretty rough in this game compared to those last two. Not quite as much on the customization front and whatnot, but hey, it's the first attempt. They were doing all they could, and I'm sure that this is supposed to be like a major selling point. I'm gonna go ahead and delete some of these files so we actually have somewhere to play. So for difficulty modes, you got normal mode, hard mode, maniac. This is about the point right here on maniac mode. This is about where you probably want to have a little bit more experience with this game if you would consider playing this one. Lunatic is even further beyond that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like the jump between maniac and lunatic, the jump between these two modes is pretty big. I have beat the game on maniac and it was pretty tough, like very, very rough, honestly. You gotta know the game in and out, more or less, by that point. Haven't played lunatic before. Not all the way through at any rate. I played a little bit, just to kind of familiarize myself with the game, to see what is and is not possible. So, having never played Lunatic before, I think we're going to go with Lunatic Reverse, which is actually a secret difficulty mode that unlocks after you complete Lunatic one time. Now, what this mode does is bullshit, because, you see, in Lunatic Reverse, enemies have all the same stats as they do on Lunatic, except they always attack you first. It's as if every enemy in the entire game, dude, had Vantage. Every enemy in the game has Vantage. With crazy high stats. Let's do it. Whatever. Let's just do it. Classic mode, obviously. What do I look like to you? Filthy casual. Nah, just playing. If casual mode's your thing, more power to you. So what we have here is the character creation. We're just going to go with Deltre, obviously. Am I right? We're going to be hearing this name a lot. Might as well be a good one. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. That should get us through the day, I do believe. So you get to name yourself and you get to pick between male and female. Pick whichever one you want. Honestly, if you're playing on lower difficulties, I'm gonna go with a male because as it turns out, I'm a dude. And also, I think that their class sets are a little bit better, so you can actually choose what your starting class is here. You basically get to customize your name, your looks, etc. Again, it's not as in detailed as the later ones, but there's, you know, decent amount of customization. Enough for a first attempt, I would say. I think I'm going to go with Cavalier. I definitely want to be something that can take a few hits and deal out some good hits as well. And I think Cavalier should be pretty decent for that. I don't want to do anything super squishy just because being 2-hit KO'd perpetually sounds like a really bad time. Could go Knight. I think I still want a little bit of speed though, so Cavalier. Obviously, there's several different hairstyles and whatnot you can choose from. You unlock more as the story progresses, actually. Where's the dang... Oh, is that not a hairstyle? Oh, it's eyes. It's eyes. We gotta go with... Where are you? Come on. Oh, we can do eye patch? No. It's gotta be monocle, of course. Deltre is a classy dude. Let me tell you that. Yeah, let's do blue so we can piggyback off Marth a little bit, steal his spotlight and whatnot. So Anna's gonna walk us through this last part. And now, from here is probably one of the more important aspects to it. So each of these different options actually influences your base stats as well as your growth rates to some extent. I'm just gonna throw them up on the screen because sitting here and describing each and every one of them individually would take quite some time. But I think what we want to do is go Noble's Child. Now this one should increase speed, I do believe, and I want to have a little bit of an edge with my base speed there. Getting doubled in this game, oh man, it's a wrap. You can just forget it. If you're getting doubled, just quit. Honestly, don't even bother. The next thing we want to choose here, I believe, is Kindness. This should be a defense boost. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we want to go with Recluse for this last one. So you might have also noticed that as we go through these screens, options become more and more limited. The reason that is so that you can't essentially stack yourself out with just one super high stat, right? Each of these does give you a benefit, either be it base stats or growth rates. So they didn't want you to pick like defense every time and then end up with like +5 defense, +50% growth or something crazy like that. So for this last one, I think we want to do Recluse, which should be +15 strength and magic because this game does have a strength magic split. I think we're going to go with like physical classes mostly, honestly, but I guess we're going to see how this goes. I'm thinking that defense and speed should be really important. I'm excited to try this. This is going to be absolutely crazy. I guarantee it. I can guarantee it. So here we have Katarina, a brand new character introduced exclusively for this game, and I think she just ran into it. She said, "Eek, hey, watch where you're going there." Whoa, are you okay?
I'm sorry, I was in a hurry and I... Excuse me, did you come here to become an LT Knight as well?
So this is actually completely exclusive to this game as well. This whole prologue sequence is not in Fire Emblem 3. I guess just because they wanted to give... If I say Chris, I'm just referring to the avatar. That's like his canon name. I assume they just wanted to give him some more backstory. Explain what the hell he's doing here. So all of these chapters coming up, these next 8 maps are totally exclusive to this. Yes, these next upcoming 8 maps did not exist in the original. It's whatever, really. I really don't think they're all that, except for the last one. The last one's pretty good, but the rest of them are pretty forgettable, honestly. They're basically just training maps so you power yourself up and to explain what the hell Chris is doing here. So, yep, I came here all the way from Sarah Village when I heard that they were recruiting new knights. The name's Deltre. How's it going? Yeah.
Deltre, that sounds so dignified.
Tell me about it. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're gassing me up already, dude.
We're here for the same reasons, then. My name is Katarina. I came because I wish to serve Prince Marth. But there sure are...
Yeah, serve him up all right.
But there sure are a lot of hopefuls here. Look, there's one over there and another there.
Ha, here it is. This is where my shining legacy starts. That's Luke. I love Luke, dude. He's such a good unit. The first chapter of my epic saga to become Altia's greatest knight. Luke, I'm going up ahead. There's Rhodey. All these characters already. All of these guys are original members of the Altian 7th Platoon, I believe. Or maybe that's... I don't know. Yeah, these guys are from the original. Like, there's a few exclusive characters. They brought in everybody from Shadow Dragon as well, which itself had a lot of new characters too. So that was pretty cool. I think that's neat. It's like the... I don't want to say this is the definitive version of Fire Emblem 3. A lot of people really have beef with the story in this one, but I don't remember it being that bad, to be honest. But I guess we're gonna see. Hey, wait up, Brody. Don't leave your partner behind. And away they go. They're Cavaliers. How bad could they be? No doubt those two were knight candidates like us.
We should follow them, Deltre. I think the leader of the knights, Sir Jagan, has something to say to all of us.
So yeah, this is like totally inoffensive to me, honestly. It just sets up the story, like... Altia's gates have opened today so that we may test you as potential knights. Knights will be chosen by their ability, not by their blood. The path is not easy, though. You tell him, Jagan. We have gathered 100 men and women today, and only a handful of you will succeed. The OG Jagan. Gotta love that dude. Unfortunately, he doesn't join you in this game, but alas, we'll get a replacement soon.
This is nerve-wracking.
I'm nervous too, but I've been training hard for this day. It's literally the only thing I do. So we expect every one of you to show us the fruits of your arduous training. Apprentices, I want you to gather in pairs. You'll be fighting real Altian knights in mock combat.
Huh? We have to fight? What?
What did you think it was, Katarina? You're here to be a knight. Come on now.
This could be a problem.
I didn't know how to fight. Gee, I just thought it was going to be an easy job.
Deltre, would you please partner with me? I'm training to become a strategist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I honestly forgot all about this. A strategist.
Yes, I can give you advice on how to fight, but I can't fight at all.
Hey, you two. You're up next. Grab your weapons and get into position. Hurry. I will say that I think that the art style in this game is just, it's better than the one in Shadow Dragon, which is a weird thing to say considering they're so similar, you know? I just think that what it is, though, I think the color palette is way, way better. Things in this game are bright, they pop, which, you know, well, I guess I can save that till we actually get to the game, but it's something I noticed, especially replaying and actually looking at these scenes. Even the backgrounds and whatnot, they just look better, I think. Maybe it's my imagination just because I'm a little biased against Shadow Dragon, honestly, but I do think that for a remake we didn't get, unfortunately, there were a lot of really noticeable aesthetic improvements, you know? So got it. Let's go, Katarina. The test is about to start.
Yes, let's do our best.
Oh god, don't start on this. And oh, we're already right into it. So, here we go, the first map. It's very, very simple, as you might see here. All we gotta do is take out the soldier as well as Jagan, who is a beast. He's gonna put us in the work, no doubt. Let's see how we do against this guy. So we do double this guy from the looks of things. You might notice that I don't, or that I take more care to look at enemy stats and whatnot in this game, but that should be a given, I think, given the circumstances of this difficulty mode. Still, there's no reason not to attack this guy right here. He could crit me, which would be instant death on the prologue. That would be pretty embarrassing. So you see right there, Lunatic Reverse in full effect, in its full bullshit. He gets the first attack despite the fact that we initiated combat there. We're going to get some experience, and I hate to say it, guys, but on this map, I'm going to get a level up, and I need it to be a good one. I genuinely do need it to be a good one. You will not find any Lunatic playthrough, even regular Lunatic, I can almost guarantee you'll not find a playthrough where the person playing doesn't take the time to at least get a decent first level up here. Excellent. Show me what you've got. Yeah, Jagan still got it, but we should be able to just 1v1 him with vulnerary spam, honestly. Not too much standing in my way. Getting some decent experience there, too. Really, these prologues are just kind of a way to build up the avatar a little bit. I'm going to be taking advantage of that to the fullest. You bet your ass, dude. I feel like Deltre is going to be the carry. Just something tells me. So I think I have to heal here again. Oh, yeah, I do. I can't attack him. He'll kill me, for sure. So let's just use another vulnerary. Spread him out a little bit just so we can have a few more to pass around and whatnot. So here it comes, the moment of truth. I need a good level up here. I've been beaten. Yeah, who could have seen it coming? A guy 40 years younger than you kicks your ass in combat. I know, crazy the world we live in today. Never would have happened in 2017, but here in 2018, oh, that's a beautiful level up. That's gonna do. That'll do. Although defense would have been nice. I did get the defensive boost on my level up, but I think we can roll with this. Yeah, I think we can roll with that. That was pretty good. You can see it already. His growths are absolutely busted. The avatar is, like, basically unscrewable, which is really nice in a sense, but it does sort of lead to the problem where he's far and away your best unit. But I guess that's the point of an avatar, right? They're supposed to be powerful. I mean, look at Robin. Robin is somehow even more broken than Chris. And I think I said this, but if I say Chris, just the avatar, right? That's their canon name or whatnot. But as a unit, you can already see he's phenomenal. Those are some really good base stats, and I'm pretty sure that I got everything that I wanted. So we should be good to keep going here. Phew, we won. Yes, that was most splendid. I see we can expect much from this year's apprentices.
You did it. We won, Deltre.
Yeah, it's all in a day's work.
But I didn't really do anything. It was all thanks to you that we won, Deltre.
That's right. All thanks to me, the Avatar.
Prince Marth wishes to address everyone who passed the test. Sire, if you please. I humbly thank you all for coming. It's Prince Marth. He looks so majestic.
And also, Marth in this game looks way, way better than he did in Shadow Dragon. Now, I know it's a few years after the end of that game, but, like, come on, dude. He looks so weird in that game. I don't know quite how to describe it. It just looks wrong. It just looks wrong, dude. So, I mean, my hat is off to the artist, because I assume it must be the same person. My hat is definitely off to them for stepping up their game a little bit between two titles like that. It's subtle because the art style is still inherently similar, but you know, it's really just the little things sometimes, you know. So that's the face of a hero who saved the world. I love the stories about Prince Marth in the last war. How about you, Deltre? Of course. After all, Prince Marth was the hero that brought an end to the previous war.
Yes, he defeated the Shadow Dragon and Dark Pontifex, restoring peace to the world.
You there, silence! You stand before Prince Marth! Shut your mouth!
Everyone, I'm truly happy that so many came to help shoulder Altia's future. With the war over, peace has returned. However, peace isn't something we can simply take for granted. It is my duty as ruler to risk my life to protect it. And I'll do that by sitting out the next 7 maps. Alone, high and powerless. Oh god, ain't that the truth. Nah, I'm just playing. Marth is actually pretty good in this game, honestly. So everyone, from now on, I want you to lend me your power as my knights. Hear, hear, Prince Marth. It was wonderful hearing Prince Marth speak, wasn't it, Deltre? Yeah, it was. We have to do our best as loyal knights. Let's keep at it together. Hooray! So yeah, Marth's pretty cool dude. We'll be seeing him eventually, I assume. I say that. I have beaten this game before. In fact, Fire Emblem 3, Old Mystery, was like the first one that I really sat down and beat. Funnily enough, the first one that I sat down and played on my own was Fire Emblem 1, Shadow Dragon, like OG Shadow Dragon. I'm talking Famicom, but that's neither here nor there. But I do have a lot of good memories of this game, and I'm sure that on Lunatic mode, a good fashion kick to the balls should get me going a little bit here. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. In the past, there was a war known as the War of Shadows. It began when the fearsome Shadow Dragon Medeus launched a sudden invasion, and there it is, Shadow Dragon. I see what you did there, game. The Kingdom of Arcanea, protector of the lands, clashed with Medeus's forces. But against such superior might, Arcanea was overwhelmed and trembled in defeat. Nina, Princess of Arcania. Let's go with Arcania. I don't know how to say this, dude. This is not a real word. Princess of Arcania had no choice but to flee from her beloved homeland. At least we get to see the CG because I'm just stumbling all over this dude. To rescue Arcanea, the Kingdom of Altea, its allied nation, sallied forth. However, it too was defeated by Medeus. With his king lost the war, Altea fell to ruins. Oh man. This is why we don't take breaks. From his exiled shores, Marth, young prince of Altea, swore he would retake his homeland. And he did. I like that they're recapping the first game here, though, just in case this was, for some reason, the title you started with, you know. Marth never forgot its oath. Years later, he rallied an army of Talus to defeat Medeus. That's our dude, and that's our girl right there. Sheeta alone beat Medeus' entire army down. Starting with Sheeta, Talus' princess, Marth gathered together many allies. Almost none of them mattered half as much as she did, though. Seriously, Sheeta was so broken in Shadow Dragon, though. She can beat 95% of all enemies at all times because her weapon is so broken. Her weapon is so broken, dude. The wing spear is just godly. Godly. It's still pretty good in this game, too, for that matter. Not exactly game-breaking, but still a damn good weapon. Duke Hardin, Nina's guardian, also became one of his trusted comrades. Duke Turban, with Arcania's treasured Fire Emblem awarded to him by Nina, Marth led the Arcanian League as its commander. In the following battles, the League wrestled back control of both Arcania and Altea. Oh, this is really cool. Like, I cannot remember the last time I sat down and actually looked at the story of this game, but I like the little map sequence. It's like showing Marth's entire conquest, his entire journey from the last game. That is such a cool detail. I like that a lot. Finally, after a long and fierce battle with Shadow Dragon Medeus' forces, Marth vanquished the Shadow Dragon, and thus did peace return to the world. These are the events that transpired 1 year ago. Yeah, nice little recap. I approve. For Prologue 2, Young Squires. I don't know how many of these we're going to do today. Probably like half of them, honestly. Which would be like Prologue 4. I don't know. I guess we're going to see. Deltre, we have been designated as members of the 7th Platoon. I'm glad we were grouped together.
As am I. Who are the others? I'm Luke, or if you prefer, you can call me Luke, the Paladin of Dawn.
Oh my god, Luke. I am Rhodey. It is a pleasure to meet you. So, is that everyone? I'm a new recruit too. My name is Ryan. I'm an archer.
It looks like that's all 5 of us. Well, what's the plan for today?
There was an order from Sir Jagan. Today's mission is to decide who the new commander will be.
Commander, gotcha. Well, I'll be commander if you guys all insist. I'm the greatest. Nobody's insisting on anything, Luke.
Excuse me, I'd like to recommend Deltre. He is the greatest.
Katarina. I'm not that great just yet.
Deltre is a really strong individual. And he didn't abandon me during the mock combat yesterday, even though I couldn't fight.
Alright, then I challenge him. Deltre, if you beat me, I'll cede the position to you.
Huh? It's come to this?
It's a challenge, man to man. Deltre, you're not afraid to fight me, are you? I like if you're a girl in this one, he like changes his dialogue. I can't remember what he says off the top of my head, but it's pretty funny.
Don't be silly. Deltre won't lose to you.
Damn right. So we'll decide with a battle. That'll let us see who's got the skill to be commander. God knows it's not me. God knows it's not Rhodey. Rhodey is just so much worse. Doesn't really help that I'm a cavalier, though.
I'm so sorry, Deltre. That was selfish of me, but I couldn't stand hearing them make fun of you.
It's okay. When my grandfather trained me, he used to say the same thing. He said that the best way for men to understand each other is by fighting. What is this, Dragon Ball Z? What the hell's going on with this crap?
Huh? Your grandfather sure sounds colorful. Anyway, our opponents are Luke and Rhodey. It's been decided that Ryan will be on our team. Yes, I'll do my best.
Yeah, just leave me the archer. I agree. But hey, that's pretty good, though. That's pretty good, though. Lunatic reverse archers? Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good combination. Luke, how should we go about this? Rhodey, you wait to the back. I'll fight all alone. It's just Deltre and that kid, right? If that's all, I should be able to handle it. I'll show them my true strength. You're at it again. Fine, have it your way. But I think that underestimating your opponent will get you into trouble. Damn right. Oh, we're about to show this kid what's good. We're about to show Luke what's really good. Actually, probably not. I think the only way that I'm going to win this one here is like some divide and conquer shit, right? Because like, I think that I can take a hit from both Luke and Rhodey. Oh yeah, I can easily. Easily. Also, weapon triangle, very important here. Which I'll explain as it becomes a little bit more pertinent. So most of the functions in this game are basically what you would expect mechanically speaking. You know, you got 4 attack speed, you double the guy. Damage is calculated in normal, you know, might minus defense or attack minus defense, whatever. So it's pretty familiar as far as Fire Emblem mechanics go. One thing about this game, though, is dodging isn't really a thing, so I can't really bank on that too much. If I'm going to attack, I might as well just assume that I'm going to be taking the damage. That being the case, I cannot afford to be attacked by both Luke and Rhodey, assuming I go for an attack here, so I do think we're going to go with this strategy. Luke should, in theory, take the bait and go for Ryan. I should actually double Rhodey, and I do because I got that first point of speed. See, it's really, really important that I did. Otherwise, I would not be able to double Rhodey here, which would be horrible for my offense. Yeah, kiddo, just stand back and watch. Only Deltre is worthy of fighting me. He's not entirely wrong. So, Luke's gonna body bag Ryan for a little bit. I'm unfortunately gonna be forced to distract the crap out of him for at least a few turns here. Deltre, I've heard the rumors about you as well. I need to see your abilities firsthand, especially if you're to become the commander. I ask you this, as a fellow Squire of Altea. See, Rhodey's a good guy, though. He actually is about this, you know. He's really about this whole knight thing. Not so much like Luke. Luke's just like... He's basically like the sane, right? He's here for the glory of it. He's not necessarily the finest knight in the land. It's definitely no Sir Makalov, I can tell you this. Now, I do not want to attack Rhodey here because it will just lead to my death, essentially, because I'll get attacked by him first. And even though I'll be able to finish him off, Luke can then swoop in and kill Deltre, so we don't want to do that. We're just going to move Ryan to the safe little zone right there. At this point, I think that it would be in my interest to, for one, stay the hell away from Luke. Oh, here's what I can do. I can go to this fort. I don't think that Luke can reach the fort, can he? No, he cannot. Sweet. So this is what we do right here. Now, Rhodey's going to get himself killed. Yeah, this is how we want to do it. I want to save vulneraries. I definitely want to save vulneraries. I feel like they're going to be very important early on, and I'm going to have to waste a few just to get through this map. Because Ryan needs to stall. He's doing a good job, though. Taking that sword with his face all day, buddy. Oh, yeah, get him. Oh, I see. You were even stronger than I had imagined. I'm about to become even stronger with this nice level up right here. Let's go. Hopefully a good one. Hit point, strength, speed, defense. My unit is so good. The avatar is so good. Oh, that defense might come into play here. I don't think that Luke actually... No, Luke can't take me from there. Now, I do think that it would still be in my interest, though, to distract him for one more turn with Ryan. The reason for that being is that if I do this and use a vulnerary right here, just based on the amount of damage we've been seeing, I can take a hit with Ryan. then move off the floor with Ryan, attack with Ryan, and he'd still be alive, basically. He'd still be able to take another hit from Luke. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that Luke won't 2-hit KO him, essentially. So I want to do that, have him at full, and from here, Ryan should be good. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. I don't know. I got a really good level up here, though, so it might be totally fine either way. Oh, yeah, I can just murder him. I can murder his ass. I would like experience on Ryan, though. Does he die? 18 attack. Oh, I think Luke is... So here's the thing. Luke does have potential to be a little bit weaker, I think. Maybe that's what's going on, because I'm pretty sure that Ryan should have been able to live, or maybe I just did bad math or something. I don't know. I don't want to use the vulnerary, though. So I think, unfortunately, Ryan's going to be relegated to chipping here. I would like to get him a kill and more experience in general, but Deltre, I've heard rumors about you. Sir Jagan said there was a recruit who stood out from the rest of us. Is that so? Yeah, that's right, and I bet you're hanging all the attention, overshadowing the rest of us, hogging all the attention. There we go. I'll beat you here to prove I'm the best. Prepare yourself. Boy, you better prepare yourself. See, just looking at these battle scenes, it's kind of hard to describe because I didn't play Shadow Dragon for the channel. You know, I played it before, but I didn't post a playthrough of it or anything like that. But people who have played that game will kind of see what I'm talking about, especially in these battle scenes. You can see the colors pop so much more. Shadow Dragon is a very, very dull and like dingy looking kind of game, and I mean that's not really a deal breaker. I do think it's a solid title. It's just that it's not very aesthetically pleasing, but this here looks decent enough. Looks decent enough, especially for DS. I do still, like I have to say, I prefer the sprites, of course, this beautiful, gorgeous GBA amazing sprites and all of their glory. Let's just change around the settings a little bit. I do want the grid on just to help out a little bit. Turn the brightness up a little bit too, couldn't hurt. That should do us. And yeah, from here, we can just destroy Luke. Absolute destruction. Never ever challenge me again with that crap. Go, impossible. The future hero Luke defeated. I'm definitely using Luke though. He's a good unit, no doubt. But hey, he's just no Deltre, that's all I'm saying. So with that, we clear the second prologue. Oh, was there really just nothing? Huh, I guess there's no dialogue after that. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all, but I got a really good level up. Hold on. Okay, that was bizarre. I have no idea what happened there. It just somehow... I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Somehow I skipped the story, but hey, here we are. Ah, thank goodness. Deltre, you won. I knew you could do it. Not that really any of this is that consequential. I mean, it's still pretty interesting. It's nice that they at least took the time to set this kind of thing up. You know, Fire Emblem 3 wasn't exactly the most story-intensive game to begin with, obviously. Super Nintendo, so it's a little bit better off than Shadow Dragon was in that respect, but still, you know. Anything to flesh out the world is definitely appreciated, though. Alright, I'm a man of my word. I'll keep my promise. From here on, the commander will be Deltre. Well, we already knew that, Luke. God, but I don't get it. I was so confident in my skills. How did I wind up losing? Because we didn't fight together. Exactly. See, Rhodey gets it. That's exactly how I beat him, too. Divide and conquer, baby. I feel like that's going to be such a key strategy, too. That and just understanding how the AI works. And that's one thing really important about Fire Emblem 12 compared to a lot of games, is that the AI, especially on higher difficulties, is really, really devious. Like, okay, how should I describe it? You know all that crap that you do to cheese the AI normally? Like baiting enemies and crap like that? Well, the AI does that to you in this game, and it's it's eye-opening to say the least. It's very humbling. Like, I went into this, I remember when I played it the first time, I went in, I think, on Maniac, and I got body bagged, dude, left and right. So, it's really important to actually understand how this game works on a mechanical level, like not just beyond basic beyond just basic calculations and stuff, but actually understanding how the AI works. I feel like is going to be kind of important, and I have a basic understanding. It's probably going to bite me in the ass several times throughout the playthrough. I wish that I were more familiar, but I am not. I don't remember how I got onto this, so yeah. We took turns fighting Deltre one-on-one. That's why we lost to him. Damn right. Yeah, my brother once said the same thing. Even if we're weak individually, we can become stronger by working together with our friends. That's right, fighting with your friends. That's the way of an Altian knight. Let him know. Talk to him, dude. I see. And I thought I could be the victor through my strength alone. But I guess I was wrong. Fighting together is far more important.
Luke, I'm so glad you understand now.
Yeah, it's all clear to me. It looks like I'll be the lead, or it looks like being the leader is more trouble than it's worth. All this friendship and crap. So I'll leave this bothersome job to you, Deltre. That's right, I'm choosing to let you be the commander. I'm sure it'll be a joy working under him. Deltre, I'll be looking forward to your help.
Does he really get it?
I don't think so, Katarina. Alright then, Deltre. Now that you're the commander, how about I give you a cool title? A title? Yeah, all the legendary heroes have their own awesome Wait, what does he say? Yeah, all the legendary heroes have their own awesome title. Here, let's see. Looking at your eyes. How about Monocle Man? Ah, yes, Deltre the Wise. Hey, not bad. I can get used to that. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I'm changing my channel name right now. Deltre the Wise. I don't really understand. Nor do I think that's something worth celebrating. Don't worry about it. Deltre the Wise. Oh, man. Alright, yeah, so I'm definitely not saving over that. I got a way better level up the first time. Yeah, definitely gonna be rocking this save file for sure. For Prolonged 3 training. Maybe like 2 more or something. I don't know. These are a lot shorter than I'd really realized. I thought there would be more story sections, but really there's not. Which I guess is good. Like, it sets the stage, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. So I approve. I approve. The 7th platoon and its commander, Deltre, are all present and accounted for, yes? From today forth, you will train together as a team in your bid to become fully fledged knights. The first half of your training will focus on developing your practical skills. Without further ado, I will introduce the senior knight who is to be your instructor. I am Kane, the knight in charge of your practical training. To hone your practical skills, we will have a contest in the form of combat. If you let your guard down, it won't be just an injury you'll be walking home with. You might say you won't be walking home at all, because you'll be dead. Even among the Eltian Knights, Kane is one of our strongest men. You must all become strong enough to earn his approval. You talk to him, Jagan. So in order to do that, you'll be fighting Jada, and not Kane. Really, they set that up like we'd be fighting Kane here. That's a little bit strange, actually. Well then, let's begin today's training. Your enemies will consist of us Eltian Knights, as well as brave warriors whom I am proud to call friends. The opponents are determined by the ability of each platoon. 7th platoon, your opponent is...
My squires, my friends, please go easy on me.
Just kidding, she's gonna wreck me, no doubt.
Oh, it's Princess Sheeta, Prince Marth's fiancée. She's so pretty. I feel nervous at the thought of fighting her.
Hey, and for good reason. Because I think Sheeta could potentially wreck me. Oh, she didn't, thank God. I feel like she could have had 15 speed. If she did have 15 speed, I am sitting at 11 speed, which would be a GG Deltre, I think. Now this is a little bit trickier. These guys have 20 attack, 20 attack. Oh no. I feel like these guys have the potential to have less strength in this. Because that's 11 and 11. But already it begins. So I think, defensively speaking, it would be to my advantage to now have lances on both Rhodey and Luke. Because you see, the weapon triangle in this game... How should I put it? So weapon ranks in this game, you see that all of these guys just automatically have A rank for weapons, right? Well, that actually gives them a might boost of +1 at this point in the game. But if you are on the losing end of weapon triangle, you actually lose that +1 boost. So in reality, if I'm facing this guy with the lance, for example, he would only have 17 attack and not 18. So I'm thinking that if I can somehow manipulate this so that Deltre here has a sword, he could, for example, drop these fighters both down to 19 attack and therefore survive them. It also helps with Luke too, because Luke would be taking less damage from this guy. So yeah, I think that, man, all of these guys rolled really, really strong. I think I want to have Deltre on the fort. He's the only one that can take 2 hits. He's straight up my only guy that can take 2 hits. Everybody else is 2-hit KO'd. I don't even need to look at the stats to know that. That's the thing about Lunatic. And just higher difficulty modes in this game in general. You don't really see like 5, 6, 7 hit KOs. It's more like 2, 3, 4 hit KOs. Sometimes even 1 hit KOs. So this is probably going to be my first death, honestly. I might need these guys to be a little bit weaker. You can see how quickly this ramps up in difficulty though. This is no joke. Oh, this is so unfortunate though. If even one of these guys had been a little bit weaker, I think I might still be in this. Maybe. And you can see there, even with weapon triangle, and me having 11 speed already, he still has an 82 hit. Like I say, dodging, not really a thing in this. Hey, that 4% crit though. That 4% crit though, come on, bail me out. Oh no. I don't even think Ryan can kill this guy, and I know he has the potential to. Oh, he does. He does actually kill that guy. But the problem then, of course... And I don't have anybody that can take a hit both from this fighter. Oh, I think I lose. I think I lose straight up. Wait. No. This is no loss. This is no loss. Is it? No. Actually, it might be. It might be. I think what I needed to have happen, I think I needed one of those fighters to roll one less strength. Because look, I can attack this guy with Ryan. Rhodey can still take a hit from this guy because of the weapon triangle. See, just the fact that I'm taking off 1 damage like that is so huge. And I feel like keeping things like that in mind are going to be key. Absolutely essential in order to even having a shot. But what I'm thinking is this guy can't actually reach the forest over there where Ryan started. But the thing of it is that now, even if I kill this guy with Luke, which I can, that guy can run up on Deltray there because he rolled 20 strength. I'll bet anything that they could have had 19 strength, dude. Or 19 power. 19 power, not 19 strength. Yeah, god damn it. So we go down in Prologue 3, dude. Oh, I hope you guys are strapped in, because there's going to be a lot of this in this playthrough, I can tell you this. Yeah, that was just a little bit unlucky. I guarantee that if I can get them with 19 attack, though, I can win. Easily, in fact. Yeah, that just sucked. That was super unfortunate. I don't even really think it's worth cutting for that, unless it's going to take multiple resets, but I guarantee here. Just give me one. Just give me one, dude. Let's check these guys. Yeah, look at that. 19 and 19. So, like there, if these guys would have had 19, or if even one of them would have had 19, I would have won right there on the first try. So that's not too bad. The prologue, still not necessarily impossible. Now, keep in mind, I did play through a little bit of regular Lunatic before this. You saw that save file. That was from me just, like, seeing how ridiculous this game is in general. So I am a little bit familiar with kind of what goes down in the prologue, but past a certain point, it's basically brand new. And I know that there are some really significant changes. Why did he go after Rhodey that time? Oh, that's much worse. What the hell happened there? That's significantly worse for me, I think. I don't think that I can kill him, can I? With just my unit? With just Chris? No, I can't. Why is the AI doing this to me? I don't think... Okay, let's actually do the math. Let's actually do the math. No, it's no good because Rhodey can't take a hit from this guy. Did the AI just learn? I feel like the AI somehow knew my moves. Or it somehow, like, learned from that first attempt. So it just changed up everything. See, that's the thing with this game. The AI is really, really clever at times. It feels like. It feels that way. In reality, it's a little bit more restricted in what it can and can't do. No, I can't beat it this way. This variation is no good, I think. Wow, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen that fighter do that. Crazy. Is that another loss? I think so. I don't think I can kill this guy. Damn, dude. No, there's no way. That's another loss. Are you kidding me? And you don't want people to go down in the prologue either, because it will detract from your funds when the actual game starts. I think you lose 1,000 gold for every time somebody dies or something like that. So we don't want people to die because I need all the money I can get. Damn, dude. I can't believe that because I'm going to lose here again, even if I heal. Like, because I needed to kill those guys. Yeah, damn, dude. Well, let's just take this L real quick. Yup. Sit down, Rhodey. God, I blundered. Yeah, damn right you blundered. There we go. I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. I really couldn't tell you. So, I think that what happened, potentially, was that fighter maybe didn't have as much skill last time as this one does here. Because I know for a fact that they do consider critical hits when choosing who to attack. So most likely what happened was he didn't have enough crit on Ryan for him to consider going for Ryan or something like that. That's the only thing that makes sense, because here this time he did. And these guys have 19 strength, both of them in fact. I really only needed the 1, but 2 is definitely better. So that was that was a rough start right there. You can see now they only deal 10 damage though because of the sword. Whereas with the lance they would in fact deal 12 damage to it, KOing me, which is the last thing we need. From here, we can just do the same thing we did. Only this time we're going to be a little bit more successful, eh? So I do believe that I should use Ryan for this. Ideally, I would like to kill the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm getting a kill with Luke either way. I do want to raise Luke, though. For all the shit-talking he does, he's actually a pretty decent unit, honestly. Solid gross and whatnot. In fact, I haven't really talked about these guys, or Ryan for that matter. This is probably the first good opportunity to do so. Yeah, I forgot talking about Ryan at all, because he was just a meat shield for the first map. So let's go ahead and do the growths for these guys. I've probably already given the growths for my variation of the avatar. Keep in mind, though, this game is very similar to the likes of Awakening and Fates, where characters have their own base growth rates, but then they also apply class growth rates on top of that. I'm obviously not going to have growth rates for every variation, but what I will do is I will give... How do I want to do it, I guess? I didn't think this far ahead. I didn't think I'd get this far, dude. It's Lunatic Reverse. You know what I'll do is I'll put the class growth rates... No, I'll put the characters' growth rates in their default class, and then in parentheses I'll put their, like, personal growth rates that apply to every class that they become. Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense right now, it will later. Anyways, starting from the top, big Ryan right here. So this is Ryan, younger brother of Gordon, and your first archer, unless you're some kind of madman when you picked my unit archer. Who the hell wastes the avatar on an archer? But I digress. In his current archer class, he has 80% hit points, 50% strength, 80% skill, 50% speed, 40% luck, 35% defense. Yeah, on the whole, growth rates in Fire Emblem New Mystery are generally a lot higher than they were in Shadow Dragon. These are more in line with what you would expect for more modern games, honestly. That being said, Ryan is not a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination, but what you really want, I believe, would be for the for your reclassing options to be unlocked. And essentially what that does is it gives Ryan and all male characters access to every potential reclass option they could have. Now, ordinarily when you play the game for your first time, reclassing is a little bit restricted depending on your initial class. For example, Ryan here is an archer. He might have a different class set than somebody who comes later who might be a hunter by default or something like that. And it just kind of divides it down class lines and whatnot. I guess it was supposed to be like a sort of a balancing thing, but once you beat the game one time on hard mode or above, any male can become any male class. Females a little bit, unfortunately, got the short end of the stick there because they only have one potential reclass set, and you don't ever expand on it. So whatever a girl can reclass into on your first playthrough will be the same thing that they can reclass into on any subsequent playthrough. Now, of course, we don't have reclass available just yet, but that's just kind of something to keep in the back of your mind. If it were up to me, I'd say Ryan would be a much better hunter than an archer because hunters are strictly upgrades of archers in this kind of game. I really don't see the point of archer at all. It's basically just to give the enemies a different class, more or less. Just to give them a worse hunter so that they don't spam me with 6-move really strong guys. But overall, Ryan's got good growths. I can't really complain too much about him, honestly. He starts with D and bows, which is pretty nice. You can use steals right off the bat. Pretty handy feature, especially on Lunatic Reverse, no doubt. Solid unit. I don't know if I'm going to be training him, though. I really don't know. I guess we'll see where he goes. Right? He could certainly get some good level ups here. I'm not really an expert on all the different reclass options. I don't know what his best potential class would be, but if I had to hazard a guess, I would say Hunter Horseman is probably a good fit for Ryan. Now we have Rhodey. Worse Luke, in other words. Hold on, where you gross, bud? Alright, so he has 80% hit points, 50% strength, 60% skill, 65% speed, 60% luck, 40% defense. You know, all in all, Rhodey's got some really solid growth rates. He comes early, so he has lots of room to grow. My biggest problem with him compared to Luke... Where are you? Yeah, you can see right here. My biggest problem is that Luke's base stats are just better. In every single aspect, in fact, except for luck. Rhodey has 1 point of luck over Luke, who has 1 more strength, 1 more speed, 1 more defense. And those are just much better stats in my opinion. There's really no contest between 1 strength, 1 speed, 1 defense versus 1 luck. So if you were going to pick either of the two to raise, it almost certainly has to be Luke. Although Rhodey in and of himself is not a bad unit by any stretch of the imagination. He's still such an early joining unit. His growth rates are really solid, of course. It's just the fact that Luke exists at the exact same time and is just strictly better. The only real difference between the two is that Rhodey starts with D rank and lances, whereas Luke starts with D rank and swords. Of course, if you were going to use Rhodey, I would say that he's still a really solid pick, and he also benefits from the fact that when the main game starts, he joins you right away, meaning if you wanted to, you can reclass him into like a fighter or like a hunter or whatever have you, and immediately start training up their secondary weapon ranks. So he's like good in any class, but the problem is, again, Luke is just better. Speaking of Luke, here we go, big Luke right here. For all that mad shit he was talking, he's actually pretty decent. He's got 90% HP, 60% strength, 0 magic, 50% skill, 50% speed, 40% luck, 40% defense, and 5% res. Is that our first res growth? No, it's not. No, it's not. Have I not been including res? Well, everybody has 5 res. Basically. So yeah, you can see Luke he just is better than Rhodey. Honestly. He's got more personal strength growth. Less personal speed growth, of course, but you can switch him around to classes that help make up for that fact, like Myrmidon, for example, makes a pretty good hunter as well. There's really not too much to add about Luke. He's just a really solid unit, honestly. Lots of growth potential. Basically, apply everything I said about Rhodey to Luke, except Luke has a better start. That's really the only difference, honestly. Although both are perfectly usable, of course, even on this difficulty mode, I assure you. I assure you people use Luke. He's actually really good. I used him on my first playthrough and I was not disappointed whatsoever. Now that being said, we do unfortunately have to feed a kill to Rhodey. I could have given that to Ryan. I should have given that to Ryan. I'm gonna go back and give that to Ryan. Was it worth it? I don't know, who knows. I kind of want to give Ryan a shot. I've heard he's supposed to be really good. I've just never taken the time to train him up. I always remember him just being so slow. I mean, his base speed is awful. I mean, just look at this. Look at this crap. 4 base speed. What is that? Like I said, I didn't even really talk about Ryan all that much. But his bases are just quite underwhelming. However, he does have good growth, and he has the 2-range chip option, so I can't see him being unusable or unsalvageable. Especially considering he has a leg up on the rest of the guys in that he already has D in bows. So even if you reclass somebody else, Ryan is still a better bow user. Oh my god, destroyed. I can't believe it, the rare FE12 dodge. Now, obviously, of course, I didn't need that dodge whatsoever. In fact, that's just another kill for one of... It's gotta be Ryan. Yeah, I would have just killed this guy with Ryan regardless. And see, that's pretty good experience on Ryan right there. Of course, that could be a mistake. It really just depends on how much I see myself using him. Speaking of mistakes, let's make sure to not make one around Sheeta. She has 16... Was that 16 attack? 16 attack. Versus Luke's 7 defense, so he needs at least 9 attack to stomach 1 hit. So I'm going to throw him on the fort in order to conserve vulneraries a little bit. And you know what? Let's give Ryan a shot. Let's give our man a shot here. Nice. Even if that backfired, I still had the avatar right there. Obviously, I would only be able to take that hit because of the dodge I got, but still. In the same respect, you could say that... I don't know where I'm going with that. Point being, alright, I was fine either way. Alright, so from there, I'm going to draw on Sheeta now, using the Avatar, who's a god, of course. You're a cavalier, huh? Looks like you'll be a good match for me with my trusty wing spear. Good thing she does not have the wing spear, yo, or this would be unwinnable. I swear to you this. Come, show me what you've got. Not a bad hit, not a bad hit. So from there, I think Ryan, honestly, yeah, Ryan's turning out to be a bit of a star player here, huh? He's gonna get this nice chip on Sheeta. Oh, that's no kill, but that does not matter. I got Luke all healed up. He's in the back. He can take 1. If he misses, of course, that's GG for me. But, I mean, if I miss, then it's just a bad game. So what could I really do? Yep, that looks good to me. 80%. Come on now. I will say that's one thing that's sort of a negative about the about the fact that dodging isn't really that big of a thing in this game. Now, because it's not really a big thing, that means that hits and misses are... It's very damning when you miss an attack in this game, considering that almost every attack you go for... I'm speaking strictly about the higher difficulties, of course. On the higher difficulties, it's very important that you connect your attacks, essentially, because a miss will 9 times out of 10 result in your death. Considering that enemies can just pile on so much damage. I mean, we're here on Prologue 4, and you can see that people like Sheeta, she can double us, dealing 8,000 damage per hit, so it's like, what can you really do? Especially if you should happen to have an unfortunate miss. That is one sort of downside to the system they were going for here, but overall, I think that it's, I think that it's a good system. What with you not being able to dodge every attack, because you can do some really, really ridiculous things in some of the other games, right? Throw a Swordmaster on a forest versus a bunch of axe users and just watch the world burn. And it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's silly and it doesn't take a lot of thought, let's be honest. And I think for a strategy game, at least on the higher difficulty modes, you should have to think a little bit harder than that. Of course, just my opinion.
Now that was a thrilling fight. You are the first Squires to have bested me in combat. Especially impressive for a horse. Should have brought my wing spear.
Seriously, I'm just glad she doesn't have it.
Promise me that you'll become knights worthy of helping Marth.
Of course, Princess Sheeta. I'm already halfway there.
If you need help during the practical training, please do call on me. And I'll fight, but as your companion.
We'll gladly appreciate your help, but I'm not entirely sure if we would be allowed to. No, I insist. I swear, if she didn't join right here, we'd probably lose on the spot.
What should we do? I know. How about we ask Sir Jagan?
Not a bad plan. She's coming along. She's a nice little strategist, okay. I have no qualms about your proposal. You may borrow the help of friends if they offer as much.
Oh, what a relief. I'm sure that Princess Sheeta will make a reliable ally.
Damn right.
But is it really alright to rely on others? I don't see how this fits with our training.
Don't tell me you're still in the dark about Prince Marth's method of fighting during the War of Shadows. Now here's a yes-no question, obviously, but it does impact who the next character you recruit will be. I believe that for the purposes of Lunatic Reverse, and really just always you should pick this, you want to say yes in order to get a better character. On lower difficulties, again, it doesn't really matter nearly as much, but I feel like on Lunatic it will be essential to get somebody fast. So we're going to say yes, and we're going to hope that that was the right option. I honestly don't remember, and I'm not going to look it up. Now then. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with the details. Then I shall tell you. Our victory in the previous war was not just by merit of Altea. Gathering and fighting together with allies of various positions and statuses. This is how Prince Marth fights. No matter when an ally came to our side, they could instantly join the battle with us. And that is also necessary skill for an Altean knight. I see. I understand now. Not really. He didn't really tell us anything. He just said, we fight like it's Fire Emblem, bitch.
If we combine our strengths when we fight, I'm sure that we can achieve anything, right, Deltre?
Yes, you're right. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm going to say over this one, I don't know if I picked the right option or not. We're about to find out real quick. For Prologue 4, new friends, this will probably be the last one, honestly. Don't want to go on too awful long.
What's wrong, Luke?
Don't you think it's a crying shame that there aren't any cute and caring clerics around?
What do you mean? Dude, I'm like 10. I don't know what you mean.
Well, a knight thrives on romance, right? Like if I were wounded in battle and a lovely cleric came to my aid. Hey, Deltre the Wise. He actually does just call you this, huh? Man. If we had a cleric like that with us, I bet we'd all fight twice as hard. Well, I don't know about the romantic part, but it would make our lives easier if we had a healer on our side. Unfortunately, I don't think there are any healers around, Luke. Oh, it might be a good idea for us to ask someone for assistance on the matter.
Deltre, everyone please listen. I bring good news. They found us someone who can support our platoon. It appears we might be joined by a healer.
Hey, ain't that convenient? Oh, she's finally here, my lovely cleric. Out of my way, let me at her. Pleased to meet you. I am Race. I am Reese, a humble curate. You can literally feel how disappointed Luke is by this. This is just great. This is beautiful. Oh yeah, this is a good scene right here. I cannot fight, but this staff I carry can heal your wounded.
Yes, I heard the whole thing from Sir Jagan. If you like, I can lend you my services as a healer. Oh my, something terrible happened. Your face looks awfully pale. Have you been taking my illness, my boy?
It's nothing. He's just overwhelmed with joy right now. Yeah. That's one way of putting it for sure.
Pay no heed to Luke. Pay no heed to Luke. We're all fine. Pleased to meet your acquaintance, Reese.
What? Yes, we got the correct map. Good. Well then, let's continue the combat training. Everyone, you'd better be prepared. I've decided that you will have a rather unusual instructor for today's practical training. This is Miss Athena, a foreign Myrmidon who helped us in the last war. Only in Shadow Dragon, though. Yes, another Shadow Dragon exclusive character. She is not present in the original Shadow Dragon, nor the remake in Fire Emblem 3. I really like Athena. She's just outclassed in both games, sadly, but she's cool. I do like her.
We are indebted to this country, and we wish to return the favor. Any woman will do the same. We are bad at teaching, but if we are using swords, we will not lose.
Well then.
Athena is a Myrmidon with excellent speed and an opponent whom you must be very cautious of. I'm stuttering. Deltre, do your best.
God. Always do my best. Can I just do average, please? For once, I'd like to not have to do my best to win. So, this is a bit trickier. I might have to actually stop and think about what I'm doing, which is pretty standard considering Lunatic Reverse and all that, but I think I might have to take some advantage of the AI here. So, the number one thing that the AI considers when determining who to attack in Shadow Dragon as well as New Mystery is just strictly how much damage you can do to somebody. That's why sometimes they might make moves that seem really random or weird, but when you know that aspect of it, it's really almost in a way sort of predictable as to what the AI might do. And that does consider critical hits. So if an AI can kill you with a critical hit, they're gonna go for it. Even if they could, say, for example, stack a bunch of damage on somebody else and kill them more reliably that way. Of course, I'm not entirely sure that that's really relevant for this map in particular. So if I go in with Deltre, I can get a kill right there. And I'm not killed off by the combination of this and the archer. Yeah, the soldier and the archer wouldn't kill me, I think. And Sheeta can kill this guy along with Rhodey. That's 8 damage. That's 18 damage, so we can do that. Yeah, okay, I think we've got our move right here. We're gonna go in with Sheeta, who I will talk about as soon as this battle sequence is over. She's really good, though. It should go without saying, I assume. Nice. I mean, that right there is pretty much why. She's super fast. She is super fast, dude. You will not believe her speed growth when I tell you. Let's find it real quick. Alright, so Sheeta, here are her growths as a Pegasus Knight. She has 60% HP, 30% strength, 0 magic, 80% skill, and get this, are you sitting down? Okay. She has 95% speed growth, 80% luck, 25 defense, and 10 res. 95 speed growth. Like, it goes without saying, she is very good. And she is very good in this game as well. However, she is not the best flyer, not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. Again, that's not to say she's bad, but there are people who just happen to be a little bit better. I think she does very well, both as a Pegasus Knight, a Draco Knight, a Falcon Knight, and I assume Paladin wouldn't be a bad one as well. Honestly, I could see Sniper being a very useful class in Lunatic Reverse. However, that's neither here nor there. She's nowhere near promoted right now. She has quite a ways to go, and considering the other 2 flyers that you get in the main storyline, she just shows up a little bit late. Not too late to be redeemed, of course. She's definitely a good unit regardless. Oh no, I don't want to say she is bad, but of the 4 Pegasus Knights you get in the game, I would say she's like the 3rd best. I mean, we know who the worst one is. That's a given. But we'll see the rest of those people later. We also have Reese here, who is basically, well, he's certainly a healer, and I think that in and of itself is pretty valuable. Especially given a Lunatic Reverse run roll, you'll be taking a lot of damage. It's almost impossible to avoid damage on this mode, for that matter. So I think, at least in terms of the prologue, he's going to be useful as ever. So for growth rates, he has 30% HP, 0% strength, 30% magic, 30% skill, 30% speed, 50% luck, 5% defense, and 50% res. I don't really see his long-term potential. Honestly, I assume you could use Reese and be fine. But I don't know why you would when there are much, much, much better healers available throughout the main campaign and whatnot. But for right now, he's all we've got. So, he's going to be used. I think we can have Ryan go ahead and get this chip. Truth be told, I could have given him that kill now that I think about it, because I'm going to be taking this damage regardless. Alas, we'll get another kill for Deltre here. Honestly, he might want the level up. Truth be told, I might want this level up on me anyways. So we'll get this guy out of here right now for a level up. Let's see a good one, eh? Hit points, magic, speed, luck, defense. No strength, hurts, but everything else. Of course, being that my unit is ridiculously broken, there was almost nothing that can be done there besides get a perfect level up. I'm going to move Reese here with the sole purpose of hopefully baiting this archer into attacking him. Oh, the archer can one-shot him this time. I know that archer for sure can have the potential to fail to kill Reese, and I think that it's really important that he does. I think that it's really important that he heals Reese, because I need to get that healing. Obviously, I have to take this choke point. There's no two ways about that. Damn, am I going to have to reset again? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to reset 94% of the time. Ah, damn it. There's no way I can proceed without Reese. He is my only healer after all, so that's a reset right there. I should have checked his attack before making my moves. Yeah, this guy now, he has 18 attacks. So, I will say that about the prologue. There's a little bit of luck factor to it. Of course, this is really only a problem on Lunatic mode, and of course, there's always the potential that a different avatar set might have worked a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this game by any means, but it is worth noting that the prologue can be pretty strict at times, especially if you get unlucky with enemies rolling as really strong variations of themselves. It can be a little bit nasty. It can be a little bit nasty, but hey, there's nothing you can really do about that. And you can see right now why I wanted such a good level up on the very first one, of course, because had I gotten screwed on my first few level ups with the avatar, this would be unwinnable already, which is pretty ridiculous when you stop and think about it, but alas. We also have the boss here, who is scary as hell. Here's Athena rocking 19 attack and 16 speed, so no matter what I do, she will be doubling the avatar. However, I am pretty beefy, right? Like 9 defense. And I can even drop her down a little bit more if I can get some weapon triangle going on her. Maybe even another defense growth. That would be nice. But of course, we can get to that when we get to that. I do think that I still want to give this level up to the avatar after all. We've already seen that. One really nice thing about the DS games is that they're very, very fast. You have all these options. You can speed up combat in many different ways. You can straight up skip battles if you so choose. And it was the DS games that first introduced that. Now, hit points, skill, defense. That's not quite as good, but I will definitely take it. I am not about to complain about more defense. Hell no. Hell no. So, with Sheeta, we're going to do the same thing here. And we can see where things go from there. I do believe that this is still my best way, though. And the archer will surely go for Reese, because he can still get a crit on Reese. You might, that might be confusing to people who haven't played the DS games necessarily all that much, but you might think, well, why doesn't he just attack Luke? And he gets the 1%er. Are you serious? Oh, you gotta be joking me. Oh, it begins. It begins. I was gonna say... Oh, man. I was gonna say you might be wondering why they don't just go for Luke. I guess I can finish this thought. The reason is because of that exact reason. They can 1% crit on... Reese, as well as deal damage to Luke under the best circumstances. So they go for that, because technically speaking, it gives them the most damage potential. Now, we gotta come back until this eventually doesn't screw me over on the first turn. Be right back. No, the good thing about this is it gives me a lot of opportunities for really broken last level ups. That was not a very good one, though. No speed, no defense. I got strength, though, so I guess we can roll with that for now. Speed, of course, would have been preferred. If I can get into doubling range, oh man, oh man. I still double the mercenary, I double the archer. I'm never doubling the Myrmidon, so I guess it's fine. But more speed would definitely be preferred, obviously. If we can give ourselves a nice buffer, if we can use this prologue to make sure that the avatar has a nice buffer for his stats, that'd be great. Of course, later on, like, don't expect the entire playthrough to be like this, obviously. It really is just a matter of the early game being a little bit luck-based from what I'm seeing here. Not really crazy, but you do need a little bit of luck with your early level-ups, obviously, and you also need a little bit of luck in the sense that enemies can't spawn too strong, etc., etc. And there's really just no two ways about it. I can't take this point any other way than doing what I'm doing here with Reese, who thankfully did not get 1% crit this time, leaving that archer totally exposed to be slaughtered by my unit if I so choose, and I may so choose. Luke's gonna have to take this point for quite some time. However, if I can get rid of the archer, there's absolutely no tier range. Hit point speed, acceptable. That's acceptable. Strength would have been great though. He has a fantastic strength growth, of course. Now, do I take this guy out? I do, thankfully. It's definitely to my advantage here that I still have the sword equipped. Do I kill this guy? I actually would kill that guy in combination with Ryan, so I'm not so sure that that's my move. Although, perhaps it wouldn't be too bad because I could get Sheeta in there thinking about it. So I'm going to kill the archer now. We gotta clear this guy out so that Sheeta can take some hits. Obviously, this guy essentially puts up a no-fly zone for her. I wonder, can Sheeta fly over that wall? I've never really... Yeah, well, I wouldn't do that anyways, but I was just curious. Now, that being said, if I'm to take this guy out right now... Well, here's what I can do. I can give the vulnerary to Luke, and then heal him with Reese. And Luke, of course, should surely be able to take one hit from that soldier at this point. Now, I can use Ryan to chip pretty nicely here. I imagine Sheeta should double the Myrmidon in all likelihood, so that's good. Hit points, skill, speed, defense, not bad. Defense might actually mess me up a little bit, though, because I kind of like Ryan face tanking sometimes. And with more defense, he's not as appealing of as a target. However, I think we're going to roll with that. Now, I doubt that Rhodey takes a hit. No, Rhodey certainly does not take a hit from there. Is there any scenario where he needs to take a hit? I'm just debating on whether or not to heal him because, again, I feel vulneraries will be very important, at least for the time being. The only one he could realistically take a hit from would be the mercenary, who is going to now attack Deltre. Potentially. I think we'll even be... Oh, that could be such a huge choke, though. Well, we'll get rid of this soldier for one. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not going to lie. I think we have a workable strategy here, though. I'm going to take this vulnerary now, which is why we gave it to Luke. I still want Deltre to have one of his own. And we can heal back Sheeta, which means she can easily take on this Myrmidon. She does, in fact, double. However, she doesn't kill, which is much preferred here, actually. That could be an easy kill for Ryan, or I could also... well, it essentially just saves time. Or stalls for time, rather. I'm going to play on the safer side. I'm going to heal up Brody. I think he may have to take that mercenary, because here comes Athena. And oh god, is she pissed. V will challenge you. Oh god, she will challenge me, alright. That 2% crit, don't you do it to me. And you can see I'm barely breaking even with her. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do here. I need Sheeta on the front lines. Like, that much I know for a fact. Because Athena cannot double Sheeta. So what I think I need to do, in reality... Oh no, that was a waste of a vulnerary after all then. But what I can do is use Reese to bring back Deltre a little bit. And we can stall for one more turn here. I kind of have to at this point. It was a waste on Rhodey after all, I think. Although maybe I can use that HP to set up a kill for somebody else, perhaps. But I'm not going to be able to push through these guys right here regardless. Now, Sheeta should actually be fine to just hang out. I do not believe she needs to heal. No, she definitely does not. And she's going to mess this mercenary up as well, so that's good. That's good. If anything, I should be healing Luke. Yeah, I should have saved that thing for Luke because I could have got a kill on him. 21 attack. Aw, damn it. I don't think is it worth restarting for that? You might be... It might seem kind of weird that I'm even considering that, but honestly, I I feel like getting experience on the correct dudes will be of utmost importance. I should never have healed there with him. Yeah, I shouldn't have healed there. Ah, damn it. Oh well, we're just gonna play it straight, honestly. I don't. Ooh, I can still lose this actually. Hold up. Yeah, that's really not good. That's really not good. So Sheeta takes this guy. Actually, Rhodey being able to take a hit here might be huge. Unless the Avatar can do it, which he certainly cannot. And the healing in this game is very weak. Oh, it will be enough, I think. No, it won't. It won't. Unfortunate. Ooh, I really don't want to give that to Rhodey. I really don't want to give that kill to Rhodey. I should have definitely healed up Luke. Now, see, a boss kill, I think that's worth restarting for. No, it's fine. What I can do, I'll give this one to Ryan. Yeah, I'll give this one to Ryan. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill Athena with the Avatar. I really would have preferred not to, in fact, because leveling up Luke is going to be pretty useful. But I messed up with that vulnerary. I should have saved it for that turn. I should have had Luke use it so that he could take one hit from Athena. So that way he could kill her. But now I have to use the Avatar, which... Oh, no! He doesn't kill. He doesn't kill. I mean, he doesn't die, but I have nobody else who can finish her off. Besides Rhodey. I'm not giving this to Rhodey. No. To hell with that. To hell with that. Mulligan. The fortunate thing is, again, this takes, like, no time, dude. I can skip all the animation. 1 speed? Are you serious? 1 speed? What the hell was that? I'm sorry. I thought you were the most broken unit in the game. What's this now? What's this now? I didn't even check this guy's attack. He does not one-shot Reese. See, that's not even a very common occurrence. I've shown every attempt so far. This isn't, like, I'm not taking forever to make sure that Reese can survive. It's very unlikely that he doesn't, in fact. I guess I just got a little bit unlucky today. Nothing you can do. But I can just blast through this again, honestly. This takes no time if you really want to get down and dirty with it. Like, look at this crap. Now all I gotta do is move Luke here, and we're already, like, halfway back to where we were. Very, very handy. And I got the 1% crit again! I know y'all saw that. I know y'all saw me hover over him and have it say 18 attack. Reese has 3 defense, 15 damage, survive. But no. Alright. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. I'm so glad for this feature. I think it's definitely an underrated thing about the DS games. Just all the quality of life things they brought to the table. Cannot be understated. That was a horrible level up. That was a horrible level up. Are you kidding me? Skill luck? With your growth rates? Oh, hell no. Now I hope I get crit. Oh, for real? That may not be the best, however. I got a really good level up with my units, so I don't really need to worry about him. Do I think Luke can stomach 1 attack from Athena? Oh, he totally can. All I gotta do is heal Big Luke back. Like so. I think it's probably best spent on Luke, for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to give this one to Luke. No doubt in my mind. Don't you miss? No! You've got to be kidding me, he says. Oh, you've got to be kidding me indeed. What the hell was that? Oh, you get out of here with this horseshit, dude, after those level ups. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my god, he's so good. Like, guys, I'm not rigging these at all. Like, I'm not resetting for good level ups. Believe me, I want to be done with this one by now. Come on. It's just, he's that broken. Like, the Avatar is really broken. This kind of started that whole Avatar equals overpowered nonsense. Like, I say nonsense. It really doesn't bother me that much, but it's like, this is definitely the first game to include that as a feature. And oh god, did it include that as a feature. So no 1%. Okay, great. Level up for Luke too. Here we go. Hit points, strength, skill, luck, defense. What a good one. Yeah, no speed, but the rest of that, yeah, I'll take that for sure. Oh yeah, you bet your ass. All right, one for Ryan. Strength luck, not bad. Strength is definitely appreciated. Makes his chip all that more potent. I approve for sure, kid. You're making waves. I don't get bodied. Oh, he didn't have the I was looking at the wrong side of the screen. I thought he had the crit rate. No. That's Big Luke. And we're going to throw Sheeta right meow. We're going to choke this point. Reminds me of another unit we'll be seeing later. Alright. Oh, I missed! Okay, so I just missed Athena, and like, that's really bad, dude. So, I need to heal up there. I guess it's a good thing that I did get that defense, though, because that might have really been a bit of a rough spot, if not. And I guess Brian's gonna get another kill here because he can. I have to heal Sheeta. But I can't let Sheeta be the one to kill the mercenary, because then Athena will kill them in combination. So I can't do that. I can give this kill to Luke pretty easily, however, now. So that's good at the very least. Don't 2% me, come on. We're so close. I can't believe I'm having this much trouble in Prologue 4, dude. Talk about embarrassing. Yeah, we take this pot shot and then Luke can bring us home. Get as much experience as we can. Again, the avatar is so goddamn busted, I do not believe it matters. I could go for the kill here for one more point of speed, maybe. That would be the only thing worthwhile. Well, I say that. I still have all these other stats to get, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to max out no matter what I do. Shit. Oh, let's give it to Luke. We came all this way just so I could, right? Okay, finally. No dodge. Yes. Oh, my God. Why did it take me this many tries, dude? I know one of them was kind of unlucky, but then, my God, it just went all downhill from there, dude. This is a disaster of a first part. Ha, V, give up. Damn straight. Not without a fight either, Jesus. And that's going to be one more for Luke. This has to be a good one. Come on, dude. Hit point, strength, skill, luck. Oh, he's getting really strong, but no speed, dude. I can fix that up, though, later on. I guess I can give him a speed wing or something. Maybe have him level up as a mercenary or a Myrmidon or something like that. Speaking of Myrmidons, by beating Athena, she joins you, which is great because, as you saw there, her stats are really good. I think those actually are just straight up her base stats, so there's that. I'm going to have to talk about her more later, though. You are strong. Damn right, they call me Deltre the Wise. Especially you. You, what is your name? The name's Deltre. Junior Knight Deltre. Don't forget it. Oh, yeah. Deltre, we will remember that. You are our friend. By the way, I don't understand that little gimmick of hers, but she always speaks in the third person. When she says V, she's really... When she says V, when she says we, she's talking about herself. Funny little quirk that. V will aid you if you want. Yes, we want. Yes, we want. Please. Please, Athena. Today's training is now over. With that, I shall give you an interim report. Interim report? From the very first test until now, I have evaluated your manner of combat. The more of your allies that have been injured and forced to withdraw, the poorer your score. Get ready to listen up. Hell, so it actually does sort of hint at the fact that you don't want people to die even in the prologue. If they should go down, they will still come back once the main story starts. However, like I said, you do get penalized by a lower starting funds. You have less money when you start that way, so that's no good. You really want to keep everybody alive if you can. Don't know how that works on casual mode. If somebody knows, feel free to let me know, because I'm kind of curious. Would you still lose the money or not? Get ready to listen up. Yes, sir. Commander Deltre of the 7th Platoon. Of the 20 Junior Knight platoons, you place first. Wonderful work, Deltre. You are most talented. Does that change depending on how badly you're screwing up? Like, if I just played horribly, everybody was dead but the Avatar, would I be, like, ranked 20th? I wonder if anybody's ever did that. Amazing, we did it. We did it, Deltre. It's all thanks to you, Deltre. Way to go, Deltre. Woo, Deltre. Yeah, I get it. I'm the greatest. Please don't let your guard down. Placing first doesn't give you an excuse to start slacking off. That is all. You may return to the castle. All right. Yeah, we will pass. This castle sure is massive. It's a huge difference to the house in my hometown. Now, where were the 7th Platoon chambers again? Oh my, you're a junior knight, are you not? Yes, I'm Deltre. I came here to become an Altean knight. And you are?
I am Elise, Marth's elder sister. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but Marth has a sister. Yeah, you'd think she'd be more important than this. It's surprising that I even have to bring up the fact that she does, it's surprising that I even have to mention the fact that he has a sister, because I really can't think of anything she does, truth be told. It's kind of strange, it really is. You'd think, especially at least by the second game, she'd be really important, but no, she exists, and that's about it. Oh, Prince Marth's elder sisters, please excuse my lack of manners. It's all right, Deltre. I think it's very admirable that you've come to help Marth. It's an honor to serve Prince Marth, the Hero King. The Hero King, you say? It does seem that our people have grown fond of calling him that. But truth of the matter is that Marth is still just a weak, vulnerable child. Prince Marth is weak? Let me see. Yep. 8 base strength. Yeah, it checks out. Shoot. Yes, of course. He was the hero who triumphed in the battle against the Shadow Dragon. However, behind his heroic face, Marth is an idealistic child who firmly clings to his beliefs. Also, pretty sure his wife did half the work anyways. And as you two must know, the real world cannot be saved with just ideals. Yes? Even as we speak, somewhere unknown to us, our people's lives are being lost. Marth cannot save those people. Yes, that's true. Even the most excellent of kings is not an omnipotent god. A king is no more than human, and there are limits to the things he can do. Yeah, I think that's kind of unfair. I mean, Marth's all the way over here. He can't really do too much, you know. It's not like he can be everywhere, especially right after a war, too. You know? Yes, precisely. Most people realize this and can come to terms with that reality. But Marth cannot do that. He truly thinks that he can save everyone. In war, losing just one companion is unbearable for him. You should see how many times he restarted. Seriously, you should see how many times he restarted Chapter 21. Restarted? Never mind. He suppresses his feelings with all of his willpower, but I know that inside his heart breaks and bleeds. In this cruel world, it will become increasingly difficult for him to continue to hold these ideals. Deltre, if someday you should achieve knighthood, please protect him somehow and keep his ideals safe. Well, a lot of pressure for a new knight, I think. I'm not even a knight yet. I'm just some guy. Hey, wait, at least roll it back. Roll it back. But we're going to have to find more out about that next time. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this first part. I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a ride, guys. Don't remember how long this game is, but I'm sure it's going to feel even longer than that, dude. Lunatic Reverse is not playing around, and it is not here to play games. But I am. So next time, we're going to go on to Chapter Prologue 5. Whatever. And I'll see you guys then. Until then, have a great new year, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.